and talk about it. Let's see what they're talking about. Connect with the homies. It always feels good to connect with the folks in the 2K community, see what they on. Big topic today because there was a question in regards to affiliation boosts and whether or not they will indeed unlock unlock badges and badge levels for that matter. Also wondering if affiliation boosts unlock your animations. And the reason why this is a big question because folks would have definitely tried to finesse the system and create builds with less attributes. What up, Ray? That boy who sings "What's Goody" Piña for president. And let me just put this. I kind of wanted to get some audio in the background. Hopefully, y'all hear that clear. Manuel Garcia in the building. Y'all bot. Ricky Henderson in the building. King Roll Up. King Ken. Timothy Flanagan. Much love, much respect to y'all, man. Appreciate the love y'all sharing, man. I think I saw, is it Andata in the building? Black Ice, Clutch, DH, Pound for Pound, Billy T. I'm trying to go through it, but it's going up quick. Hoax in the building. What's up? Jay Johnson, I see you. Man, what a beautiful thing. What a freaking beautiful thing to start up the stream and then see the homies just roll in. Dano in the building. Jaso ISO, I see you. What's goody, y'all? What up? What up? W background music. All right, thank you for that. That boy, good. Appreciate you letting me know. I was wondering if the background music was playing. We finna get some stuff for y'all as well for potential streamers. I'm gonna work with. We have an engineer in our All City team, so I'm gonna holler at it's All City Vice Envy. I don't know if you guys know All City Vice Envy, but he makes beats. So I'm gonna see if we could get him to make beats for y'all. In case you guys are creators or you're live streaming, maybe you'll have some nice smooth background music for your streams, royalty free. So we're gonna see if we can get that done for you guys during the year 2K24. What up, Angelo? What's good, y'all? 2K. Damn, can y'all believe it's right here? Well, on to the news because we wanna, I definitely like to waste you guys' time. So I want to just put that out there for the homies that are curious, because this is a big question, whether or not these affiliation boosts would indeed allow you to unlock badges or animations. And Zach Timmerman sent this out yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. He says attribute boosts from affiliation rep do not contribute towards animation or badge requirements. In the Discord for the beats. No, I'll get it to y'all. Well, we're gonna establish it, and then I'll tell you about the beats. I'll definitely push it. It'll be one of the main things that I push. We want to get it fully established first. But let me talk to Vice first and get that cleared up. We had a small conversation about it. We'll get it cleared up there. You said no surprise? Yeah, I would have been surprised if it would have. So I would think, because the next question is whether or not these affiliation boosts would apply in like a reg game or a pro-am game, some of the other different modes in 2K, or is it just for like Park? I expected that, but good to be confirmed. Facts, Marcus Moore. I kind of expected it as well. Do y'all expect it to be applied, that permanent attribute boost to be applied in the rec? Like, you think you could use that attribute boost in the rec? He said, I don't trust dudes named Zach. Well, you could trust Zach Timmerman. Zach Timmerman is not a regular old dude in the 2K community. So he's not just, I wouldn't just put a regular old tweet up here. What up, Smug? What's goody, man? Best kept hush. Black Ice in the building. Half the people on here ain't even got a PS5. Well, yeah, better. If you want to continue to enjoy 2K, I would probably get a next-gen console sooner than later. It looks like this is going to be the year where you're going to see a heavy transition in the player base going to next-gen. You can get a PS5 a lot easier. Xbox next-gen has always been available. But, there's only like two people. There's only like two players on Xbox. So, and those two players are probably in this stream messing around. They play 1v1s all day on Xbox. There's only two players there. So I would probably lean towards that PS5. Them Xbox players finna spaz out in the stream. What the hell you talking about? There's way more players. There's way more players than than just two. Big Xbox game. That boy good said big Xbox game. All City Arizona is getting their first setup. Is there a camera you would recommend? Zakami, good question, man. For your first setup, I would recommend the Logitech C920. You're gonna see this recommended through a ton of people. I used the C920 for years, but I will also recommend that when you're dealing with a webcam, your output would only be as good as your lighting. So if you're investing in a webcam, just make sure you have good lighting. And what you see in front of you it may seem a lot darker of what's displayed. So keep that in mind. Stretch Pig in the building. Father 3 in the building. What the hell are you talking about? It's way more players. See, B Berto says way more players. Xbox trolling. First legend on Xbox 360. See? Best kept hush is going to be so Best kept hush said he's going to be the first legend on Xbox 360. And on Xbox it's a lot easier because you're only competing against one other person to become legend. So I get it. Salute we got the first legend in the stream. Best kept hutch, first legend on Xbox 360 this year, and he's really excited about that. So that's what's up, man. I don't use the DualSense Edge. I just got a regular PS5 controller. Are they still changing badge requirements? I imagine we may see some adjustments, but none has been announced yet. They did. Zach Timmerman sent out because on the badge requirements, he missed the max and minimum heights for some of the badges, and he sent that out on his Twitter. So go check out Zach Timmerman. Outside of that, I'm not sure if they're going to make any additional adjustments. If they do, we'll definitely share it. Big Glizzy said he's making a big 6'8 demi in the building. That's what's up, bro. Go crazy, V. Shout out to the Big Glizzy, man. Xbox coming for the title, all 5 of us. Stretch Big said Xbox coming for the title, all 5 of us. 291 in the chat. Anybody on Xbox getting dropped off in 2K24? And Imagine still coming in second. Yo, what up, Sly J? That's why you go. You give out all types of info, not just 2K big ups. You already know the vibes. It's more of a vibe in here, and I know it's probably not for everybody, but sometimes we go off into hella different topics, and hopefully as we continue live streaming and creating content, hopefully we can continue going on to different vibes, and who knows, that may gear us toward a different line of content here on the channel. But yeah, I'm always down for it because, you know, when you with your homies, you chilling on the bench, or at least like how I grew up, we be chilling on the bench and we vibe and talk about damn near anything. I would love to have that here in the live stream, and it don't necessarily need to be only 2K. But I get it. A lot of folks come here for 2K talk, so I try to keep that prevalent. But Sammy Sears in the building. You like the template builds? I don't blame you, Tommy DK. I think it's great for a casual player. I think it's great for an average player. Those templates help guide, and I think they did a good job. What up, Niner Boy? What's good, man? Countdown can't move fast enough. Yo, we are right here. Like, that joint is, before you know it, I'm gonna be live with the release of 2K24. Man, best heights for a point guard, shooting guard. It's too early to determine what's the best heights. We got to get out there, excuse me, and get our hands on the game. Because when you're considering the best heights for a point guard or a shooting guard, you're going to be considering how successful you are at shooting, your speed boost animations. Are you going to be able to drive? How effective is the drive with the shooting? How often you're going to be able to open up shot opportunities? So it's too early to be determined what would be the best height, and we're going to see that probably within the first week. Did they confirm no squads? No squads rec is absolutely confirmed. I'll pull up the image as well, just so you guys could feel rest assured that you will definitely have no squads in the rec center. And where did I save that? I think I saved that under 2K24. Is this it here? Yeah, this is it right here. No squads is squads. I'll just make it smaller. This is what it's looking like, y'all. No squads. The right door is going to be no squads. The left door is going to be squads. And if you have a squad, if you're actually, you know how when you go into the park and they have the squad spot, and if you're not in the squad, you can't get on that spot? It's the same difference here. If you're in a squad, you're not going to be able to go in to no squads. The only way I see them glitching this is if folks go in at the same time, like they try to hit X at the same time and get in. Well, I could see that happening for sure, just for folks that may want to take advantage of randoms. And it may be even, it may very well be glitchy, mess around. 6'4" slashing playmaker is an interesting build for 2K24. I think it's a viable option for sure. But we won't know until we get out there and see. Starting off the super chats, XRP boy Bradley said a $9.99 super chat. Said, can you please explain the ins and outs of template builds and if you think they are worth it? I want to run an AD build, but don't think the game did him justice. AD and green are too short. So there's a lot to be considered, and it's tough. It's tough, especially just looking at a build or looking at a template, because there's badges that go on top of that. And this is what's most important, because the game, I think what folks are missing, a lot of folks are missing the idea that the game is going to be based around play style, and that's extremely important when you're making your build. So if you see that you're going to be taking a bunch of post fades, then that's the attributes you want to increase so that you can get the highest badge levels, and then keep those badge levels with floor setters. That'll lock in your gameplay. So it's pretty tough. The template builds are dope, and some may find them suitable to last them the entire year. Some may deem them suitable, but it's really dependent on your skill level. There's a lot we need to learn, is what I'm getting at. We need to learn thresholds and how effective those thresholds are. We also need to learn where 2K is placing the success rate on your attributes, because these are all sliders, y'all. Similar to 2K23, a 99 steal in 2K23 fluctuated because Mike Wang adjusted sliders. The effectiveness of a 99 steal fluctuated. And that could very well happen with every single attribute in 2K24. So until we get out there, we will and get on the floor and see what's effective, see what an 86 3 ball looks like, push the limits of that 86 3 ball, seeing the success rate of push. This is the trial and error, y'all. So, for somebody who wants to see the success of an 86 3 ball, they're going to push the limits and attempt to shoot from limitless range. You get what I'm saying? As they notice that success rate is not that high, then they go to the next threshold, 92. Or, for instance, in 2K24, gold limitless is going to be at 96. So some things to take into consideration, we're just going to have to wait and see until we get out there. On paper, things look good, but we don't know how effective those things are going to be when we get out on the floor. So hopefully you guys understand that. Is me making a 6'4" guard with an 85-3 a good decision? Not a bad decision at all. I see a lot of people with 85-3 ball out there. So I don't think it'll be a bad decision at all. Luck said, do you have to have a full 5 to rec, or can you enter with squad? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's it. Matter of fact, that's interesting. That's pretty interesting. I'm curious if you need a full 5 to get in, because if you're only going in with 3, then what are they going to do to fill in a squad? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, well, where do they pull those people in from? Because if you go into the squads door, you need to be in a squad. You can't go in single. So it's a good question. It's a good question. I wish I knew better. What up, Chosen? I see Chosen in the building. Charles Penley in the building. 7'3" with high strength. It's like 30 speed. Tough. Mid range is going to be insane this year. Gerard Green, I kind of feel the same way. I have a feeling that mid range is going to be something. If Mike Wang says you can hit consistent with a 75 3-point attribute, I'm going with the 80 to be sure. That's really good thinking. And to confirm, what Mike Wang actually said was you can be deadly with a 75 3 ball, but you could also be butt cheeks with a 75 3 ball. It's really going to be dependent on the skill level of you and your player. Red said, what do you think of not being able to make even close to a Kobe build? Based on my tests, it is practically not possible. they're trying to eliminate. I don't think that's going to be the case. And normally throughout 2K history, oftentimes whoever's on the cover is turns out to be the meta. It may be different in 2K24, but I think you're going to see a lot of folks out there moving like Kobe, especially from the clips that I seen. I think you're going to see a lot of folks doing their thing like Kobe, especially the mid range opening up for 2K24. The drive is going to be there, and not to mention the options, finesse options that you have for your drive. I think we're going to be surprised. I wouldn't fret too much. I think you're going to see, even though your attributes may not say it, when we get out there and find the thresholds and stuff like that, I think you're going to see a lot more people having that Kobe type of style of play. They're going to come out this year more than ever. The attributes may not align with a Kobe-esque type of build, but the play styles will. Do you think Agent Threes is a must-have? I had it on silver last year. Hella tax in 24. That was Chef Joseph Knows. Agent Threes is a play style badge, y'all. If you find yourself on the court, and this was the beauty of 2K24, and this is the problem that folks had in 2K23. They were applying Agent Threes. You know how many people we done saw with Agent Threes on, and they never took a step back leaner or anything? We saw so many players, and I'm like, why do you got that on, bro? That's not even, I never even seen you take one step back to even activate the badge. So in 2K24, it's different because your playstyle is going to determine, your badge levels. You won't have to even worry about that. You won't even be getting Agent Threes at a higher level if you're not popping the joint off. It'll stay on bronze. Do you get what I'm saying? So you won't even have to think about that. Your playstyle determine what badges you need. Every badge starts on bronze. Your playstyle will say if that joint goes up to Hall of Fame, but you got to activate these badges. So. Hoodie Chop said, "What's good, All City? Hope all is well. Haven't played 23 in months. You and me both, Hoodie Chop. I was so fed up with 23, so disappointed with the end result of 23. Brandon Williams said, would an 88 perimeter D be enough on a 6'6" point guard? 88 perimeter D is enough. I got to get in there now. Now, I don't want to give you guys misinformation. I honestly don't recall the requirements for certain defensive badges. I have the list, just like everybody else. I have the list. I would have to cross-reference it, but I don't want to give you guys misinformation. The 88 perimeter D is a good attribute. It's a high attribute to have. How effective it is and whether or not there's an additional number to add on to that to unlock a badge level like Gold Interceptor or something like that is what you got to be considering. You don't want to be one attribute short of a badge level that's really important to defense, because then you can just make that adjustment. So when you're making your build, you're going to be like, all right, 88-3, I say I want an 88 perimeter defense. Well, what do I need to get the Gold Interceptor? What or right stick ripper? Where's the next badge level? So those are the things that you guys would be considering. This is what makes up thresholds. This is how to help you guys understand how people come to thresholds with success rate on the court, and then like certain badge levels. These are things that you consider. Hopefully that made sense. Universe, please bring Friday sooner than everyone getting dropped off. Old 2K vibes. Oh, it feels good. Don't it feel good to have them old 2K vibes back? Like, man, the energy is through the roof for 2K24. And we're gonna keep that energy going, man. Y'all come out. I want all the smoke, like every bit of smoke. And just to encourage y'all, I'm gonna be playing on a no money spent build. So hopefully that'll encourage y'all to come on out and try and drop me off. That means I'm gonna be out there with a 60 overall. You're gonna be like, what? Let's go get that man. A fair warning, it's not me that you got to be worried about. It's the rest of the All City team, because they paying their money and they getting their build up to par. So good luck to y'all, man. I want it all. Antony said, City, do you think you're going to find a lot of bills capped at like one or two 90 plus attributes? So I was keeping an eye on that, and it seems like you can get more. The build doesn't seem as restrictive as I thought it was going to be. Ideally, I thought it was going to be one or two attributes to 90, and it looks like it's more in line with like maybe depending on which attribute you get up high, but I think you can get more like 3 or 4 attributes high, fairly high, 90 or close, something like that. I'm tired of people crying and wanting changes to 2K, as we all are. We're all tired, but I tell you one thing, what I noticed from the devs over the last couple of weeks is that they seem more connected than ever, and they seem to have found the correct resources to seek out before they make these type of changes that affect the entire gameplay. So hopefully we don't go into another 2K23 experience, and they'll be more reserved when making these changes. I'll tell you one thing, if they do make dramatic changes, then there'll be no doubt in my mind that they're strictly doing it for the sake of creating more microtransactions, getting you guys to make new builds. But they have been hella connected, so I'm going to be watching closely, especially in the early stages of 2K24, on what type of changes they make and how those changes affect gameplay. I'm going to be watching real close because I'm going to know money spent here, and I don't want to waste my time making bills that just change, and like wasting my time grinding out a bill that may have the capacity to change right in front of me. That's scary. When you think about the opportunity 2K is giving us by taking out badge points versus giving us all the badge progression possibilities to make a majority of the badge tiers Hall of Fame, gold, and silver is crazy. Salute to Ricky Henderson for pointing that out. It's absolute facts. I feel that way as well. Sky is the limit, yeah. And floor setters help increase your potential on your build. So the idea is, you master a play style, you get the badge levels high, and then place a floor setter on those particular badges, so that way you can explore different types of play styles, getting additional badges. For instance, our example is like a shot creating play style will get shot creating badges, and then a limitless range shooter would start shooting for different badges as you shooting from limitless range or spotting up. You'll get different badges as a spot up. You can't necessarily do both at the same time unless you're heavily triggering off all the badges per game, because you'll get regression. So the idea of floor setters is lock in this play style. Those badges are locked. Now I can pursue different play styles, so I can get other badges up at higher levels and then lock those in. So definitely something to keep in mind. Do you switch to New Zealand? I do not. I do not switch to New Zealand. I just get the game when it comes out, and we do. It's gonna be a couple creators. I know Badge Plug. I heard he booked the flight. I imagine Saisino's gonna be. He got the game early every year, so I imagine you're gonna see them folks with them joints. 3 more days, Don Rick Shelton said. Man, bump it gold badges if I get any Hall of Fame. So it looks like Hall of Fame badges are going to be taxing, hella taxing from what I'm hearing. And this was done very smart. This way you can't be like somebody who's just, you can't create a demigod is what they're trying to pretty much say. Your Hall of Fame badges, they're going to have to reach high numbers. And if you reach those high numbers, you're going to have to tax, it's going to be taxed somewhere else. Hoodie Chop said, how many bills do you think that you could actually be able to level up with no money spent? I doubt you see three different builds if you're going to 99. Yeah, actually, I don't intend to make any more than 3 builds for the whole year. But each one of those builds, the difference for me is that I'm going to have to approach the builder in a whole different way, because no money spent means I need that build to last me the entire year. Not like last year where I made a ton of builds that just got deleted. Every build that I make, I have to heavily invest in, and it has to last me the entire year. So if you guys are curious about that type of experience, definitely keep it locked here, because you might want to consider the same thing, or at the very least consider a build that'll last you the entire year. That's going to be my goal for every single build I make, something that lasts me the entire year. I can't afford to make mistakes, even though it's highly possible I will make those mistakes. King Shy Collection said, Trae Young to the Lakers. KD said, I play Xbox, but this 2K is cross-gen. PS5 can play with Xbox players. There you go. KD is the second. So I guess that's the guy that the other homie, Best Kept Hush, is challenging for Legend. So he's the second Xbox player. So at least we was able. I told you there was going to be in the stream all two Xbox players. So salute to you. Appreciate you coming through. The only two Xbox players, the only two players on Xbox are here in the stream. Salute to y'all. This the only 2K where I know the other. I know the other Xbox players are like, hold on, where do I register at? Like they don't know I'm an Xbox player. I already know. Them boys are like, hold on, what? I got an Xbox right in front of me. How come you don't know I play on Xbox? See, Lux is like, I'm on Xbox too. Yeah, Tony Punk said, Xbox, we here. Oh, Best Kept Hush said, I'm on PS5, bro. There we go. Xbox players in the building. Salute to y'all, man. First build is going to be scary, man. 2K Labs got to be testing badges. Yeah, facts. I'm going to lean heavily on 2K Labs this year. And if you guys need help with your builds, you need help understanding badges, the requirements, you need help with understanding each of the jump shots, and there's just no better source than NBA 2K Lab. I'm going to be using NBA 2K Lab heavy. I'm going to use their jump shot tool to narrow down my jump shot timing, which I did in 2K23. I'm going to redo that in 2K24. And if you guys are interested in that type of service, definitely consider their premium service and use my promo code AllCity. My promo code is AllCity, connected with 2K Labs, and you can save yourself 20% on their premium membership. Definitely a useful set of tools that they got there. And not to mention, they have just a bunch of free information if you just go to NBA2KLab.com. Check them out. I always recommend them and always will. PS5 runs the 2K community, Venom said. Raphael said Xbox heads are here. I want to see, first of all, Xbox heads, join our Discord. I know a lot of people think our Discord is only PS5. It's not. Join our Discord. This is going to be an exciting year where we are already working on the process of integrating Xbox with PlayStation because of crossplay. So it's going to be hella convenient for y'all to find players now. It's no longer just the Xbox side of things. Now we're connecting everything. So tournaments for new gen, league gameplay for new gen. The All City League has just wrapped up. We're going to start a new season very soon. But yeah, everything for Xbox and PlayStation within our Discord. To join, all you guys need to do is type !Discord in this live stream chat, and the link will come up. Imagine running with randoms and they won't pass you the ball because you're on Xbox. Act like that's not going to happen. That joy going to happen, right? Certified Goals, you're definitely going to see that joy. Coins in the building said they taxed the hell out of the bailout. What was the reasoning behind taxing the hell out of the bailout badge, right? It wasn't that impactful. I don't think, don't get me wrong, when I ran point guard, I went, and it was a rare occasion, but when I would run point guard, I didn't mind having bailout at higher levels. It's definitely a useful badge, but man, you can get the benefits of the actual bailout animation at bronze. So I don't know why the hell they taxed it so heavy, but yeah, it's definitely tax heavy on 2K24. Is it okay to drop gamer tags in the chat? Yes, for sure. Drop your gamer tag. Connect, yeah. Use the stream to connect. Get teammates is the same thing that we do in Discord. Drop your gamer tag in Discord. Start connecting with folks. If you need to find, listen, I'll tell you one thing. If you can't find players to run with in our Discord, you're going to have a hell of a time finding players to run with, period. It's a non-toxic, safe gaming environment. That we work really hard to keep it that way. So, folks are looking for players. And if you're looking for players, y'all can link up. And if y'all energy vibes out, your chemistry is there you go. There's your teammate. And start building a team within our Discord. And then you guys could try out for the All City Lunatics. Get added to an exclusive chat of verified players with higher aptitude and higher IQ. It's just a beautiful thing, man. Super fun experience. Income through said, we gonna find out. Badge Plug said it's maybe best for new 2K players to wait a week before creating a build. I can't stress it enough, and that's great advice, by the way. I think a lot of players in the community are forgetting about the playstyle aspect. You're gonna go on, here's what's gonna happen. A lot of y'all are gonna go on YouTube. You're going to see somebody make a build. You're going to look at those builds attributes and be like, that looks good. Yeah, I like that. Your player is not going to play anything like the YouTuber you looked at. Why? Because he has a total set of different badges because your playstyles differ. I would say, first, if you're looking for a build, first find out if that creator plays like how you would want to play. Either how you play or how you would want to play. And then consider making the build. First and foremost is the playstyle because you're the one who has to activate the badges in order to even get them high enough to lock them in. I think a lot of people are forgetting that, so we're going to see a lot of people messing up on their builds. 199 super chat from Jason Reed said Xbox getting clapped by the PS5. City, let them know. It's going down. Yeah, I want to run some Xbox versus PS5 tournaments in our Discord as well. And these things will be like cash prizes. We just do a pop-up tournament, maybe a 3v3 or a 1v1 last minute standing type of thing, where we just give you a cash prize at the end and it'll be a one-day thing. But we're going to have a lot of those things to kind of get bragging rights going within our Discord. We've already set the affiliations in our Discord as well, so you can choose between the Rise and the Elite affiliation. So the homies are saying Cap, that's Cap. 534 in the chat. Appreciate y'all being here. By the way, you guys could help us reach 100K by subscribing today. So definitely take that into consideration. Consider subscribing to the channel. You current gen All City? No. I don't even upload. Like I don't even download, excuse me, current gen. And this year I'm only getting the standard version, which only gives me the new gen. And I got to double check that. Hopefully, I'd be sick if my pre-order, I'm pretty sure it said PS5. I'm going to double check it though. I'd be sick. Ready to max out my credit card for this game. Damn, that's scary. Yeah, please don't max out your credit cards. What up, Nani? What's good, man? Couple days left now. Yep, couple days left and we are on. Ready to get it rock and roll. Let's get it. Lunatic Trials gonna be tough in 2K24. It definitely is, man. We're not just letting anybody into this exclusive group of verified players with higher IQ and higher aptitude. You really got to show something. When we do the tryouts, you're gonna be playing against current lunatics. You're gonna be playing against those folks that have the higher IQ and higher aptitude. Your goal is not to win. That's not how you get added. Your goal is to show individually within your role that you have high aptitude and high IQ. So I'll definitely explain that in the beginning of every tryout so you guys won't get confused, because it's not going to be an easy task to go up against the All City Lunatics or the All City Maniacs. The Maniacs is the next tier. The Maniacs is even higher aptitude and even higher IQ, and they give me the feedback from the folks who have gotten added to Lunatics. They give me the feedback so I could know who to look at as a potential Maniac. PC gonna still have current gen. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with that. Jay Johnson said, I'm a maniac. The official Bluey said, I'm a 3 hunting 6'1" point guard in comp pro-am scene. I had a 75 dunk in 23 as a bailout stat. Hold on. So all that changes for me is I no longer have the option. Just makes you have teammates who know the role they play. Yeah, that's going to be important. Knowing the role you play. It seems like we're going back to the older ways of 2K. And if you understand the older ways, if you've been around long enough, then you know how important sharpshooters were. Everybody loved to be a point guard, but sharpshooters were hella important. And you didn't want to leave a sharpshooter wide open. In 2K23, we were spoiled because damn near everybody could shoot the rock. In 2K24, it's not going to be like that, and it's going to be more in line with knowing your role. So I think that was really important that you mentioned that. Yeah, hopefully there's definitely a variety of build names. Somebody sent me a bunch of build names on Twitter. Best one out here. Victor Nieves said, your Discord is probably the best one out here. Most active, that's for sure. Yeah, we work hard to make it like that. I know you guys see the live streams and you're like, we do a lot of work offline. Like when we're not streaming, when we're not creating videos, we're building up our Discord community. It's better to jump on board now for y'all. It's hella active. Especially in 2K24, folks are going to be running tens every day. They just go out there. Just a great community. When's the last time you saw people outside? That's how it feels when you go into Discord. Folks is outside. They're out there. They're on the court. They're playing, and you see them active. It's super dope. Two-way walking bucket. Zaire 2 goated. All City Big Heck said, I saw a spot up threat today. That was funny. Look at that. That was a build name. One thing we know is there's gonna be a ton of different build names. Rob plays said, been in your Discord for 2 years. I just need to talk now. Yeah, that's a good step. And it does take an effort on your part to participate in the community. The community will welcome you with open arms, but you got to take that first step in. Ain't nobody gonna drag you into Discord. So yeah, as soon as you're out there communicating, getting to know folks, they're like, "Yeah, come on out, let's get some runs in." Been playing since 2K on Sega. Same here, Luch. Same here. City folks already putting them overtime at work because them bills are gonna be pricey. I'm curious. One of the first videos that I'm making, and you guys should have this on Friday morning. One of the first video I'm making is going to be comparing the price difference between 2K24 builds and 2K23 builds. So on 2K23, my best build, or the build that I like the most, cost me 473,000 VC. I'm going to attempt to create something similar just to showcase the difference in pricing. And we'll see what it comes out to be. Whatever it comes out to be, I'm showcasing it here. It's going to be spread all through Twitter. You're going to see the joint go crazy. I think it's important information so you guys know what you're getting yourself into. 2K playing too much. We're trying to dive the hype train to the max. There's a lot to be hyped about. And if you're a veteran of the game and you're hearing all the news, there's a lot. The last step is execution. So I'm hyped from the news because they're addressing a lot of the issues that have been plaguing the experience. And I stress that because it finally seems like they're connected. The last and final step to assure that this process is valid is whether or not they execute it well. And then we could kind of be hyped, officially just be hyped. The anticipation is definitely crazy, Mike D. Definitely crazy. Missed 2K20 bill price. You ain't lying. Do I miss that joint too? Aramis said, are they gonna have new jump shot animations? Yes, they are. Yep. The official Bluey said, I'm an EU player who only got into 2K because it was free during 2K16 Christmas. That's the power of a free game. And I got hooked and been addicted since. I have played NBA players on PS2, but nothing like 2K. So yeah, that's why I was stressing. We were in a space not too long ago, and folks don't understand why 2K ends up becoming free, and it's for that reason right there. They hooked them. He got it because it was free, and that happens for thousands upon thousands of people. They get the game free. 2K makes the majority of their revenue through microtransactions, and they just need to get you on the game. So they spend the first few months getting folks to buy the game, and then they give it out free to increase that player base and get that recurring consumer spending going with the microtransactions. I get the game Thursday morning, so I'm gonna stream some play now until I figure out what build I want. Nice, Keith Turner. That's dope. I'm gonna wait for All City first video on 24. Yeah. Definitely gonna be the first night. I'll spend that night making that video, and I'll definitely share it on my Twitter. I'll create the graphics for you guys, so I'll share it on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at All City Live TV, same as this here YouTube. and I'll definitely make a graphic so that way it's easier to spread through the community. It gets around a lot faster than folks sitting through a video. So, but I'll have it up in the video as well, all on the first day, y'all. So that y'all be sure to keep it locked here. Drop a like and drop a sub if you can. It definitely helps support the channel. Donnie Baby said I go into work Thursday, so won't play until Thursday evening. I know you heartbroken. I thought it comes out on Friday. Yeah, so no, you're good. If you go into work Thursday, you should be good because it releases Thursday night at midnight, Friday morning. Everyone needs to hold off complaining and give the game a week or so to build up your player and get the shot timing down. We don't want them to make changes like they did on 23, 1 week into the game. Say it again, Josh. It's big facts. Please hold off on your complaints. And the more we say it, the more y'all gonna come out and complain just to have the power or influence to create change. Like, let it go, homie. You can ruin the experience for a ton of folks out there. Just leave it be. And then, I really don't even blame y'all. If y'all did complain, I don't blame y'all. It's your experience. Your experience is your own. I expect 2K. If that game changes, I will blame 2K before I blame y'all for complaining. 2K should know better. They are connected more than ever with the community right now. And if they make gameplay changes that ruin the entire experience, trust and believe that blame is going directly on 2K. They should know better. They're the creators. The complainers ain't creating the game. So 2K last badge percentages to max your bill's potential. Yes, indeed. Word up. I appreciate you, Marcin Season. Appreciate that. Have a good night. City for mayor. Me, I'll never be a mayor. Me and 2K, we don't. They don't. Probably would never happen. Hey, what up, Killer Kev? What's good? Stretch Pig. Let's see this balance and fun factor return. We're gonna make it happen. Whether 2K delivers or the All City community, All City Discord delivers, we're gonna make it fun. It's gonna last. I spent too many years frustrated, upset with my 2K experience. This year, I'm gonna do my best to make it fun. Not just for me, but for our entire community, whatever that entails. Whether it's tournaments, league play, pop-up tournaments, 1v1s, rep, your affiliation rep, or affiliation tournaments, things like this. Just got to bring the fun back. I would love to see the crowd. Hopefully you guys could join me, because if we can get a crowd, I can promise you this. If we can get a crowd in 2K 24 in that park and start walking around the neighborhood with a gigantic crowd, that will be on the background of a good majority of my videos. A good majority. So if you guys are down for that, stay connected in our Discord, because I definitely want to get a crowd, and I'm going to pick a community day, a 2K24 community day to bring that crowd back. The last time we saw crowds was in 2K20, and it's past due time. We want to shut it down. So I'll add y'all. Y'all could join on me and hopefully get that crowd going. And I'm not talking about some small crowd. I want a gigantic crowd going through the entire city. It needs to be something different. We want to make that happen. God Soldier, what's good, my G? Chris Robinson, 24, the only 2K where defense is supposed to close that offensive gap with fast feet badge. Facts, definitely something to look out for. All City Day, maybe we'll call it All City Day. Maybe that's what we'll call it. Let's match our outfits. We thought of that before, but it ends up being too complicated. A good crowd will be sufficient enough. And you'll see folks just fighting to get in the front of the screen. But yeah, like I said, I could promise you, if we get a good crowd out there, not some tiny bootleg crowd, if we get a good crowd out there, it'll be in the background of almost I'll just say a good majority of my videos. So your chance to be seen, definitely come on out. Let's get the crowd going. We behind you, homie. Appreciate that, God Soldier, man. And that's what's dope about this crossplay, because now Xbox players can kind of finally be on the scene. I want y'all to represent y'all respective platforms. So yeah, we can get your Xbox players and PS5 players out there in the crowd. So be it. Be a beautiful thing. 11 p.m. over here. All right, Hoax, man. Have a good one. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Appreciate you stopping by. Yo City. So can we play Friday at midnight, or do we gotta wait until the morning? Friday at midnight. Yep. So Thursday night going into Friday at midnight is where I will say this is where the game becomes available for you to like turn it on. Will you be able to play? Will you be able to get on the servers? That's a whole nother can of worms. Over the last few 2Ks, it took at least an hour to get on, at the very least. Folks just consistently trying to get on, nothing. I think this past 2K, it took me like 3 hours to get on. And that's just without crossplay. So I could only imagine what crossplay is going to change that experience. What up, Styles K? I'm good. Hopefully you good as well. Victor Nieves said, what's the crowd? The crowd is just a gang of folks, a group of people. You see how you don't see crowds? Folks are so new to 2K that they've never experienced this crowd. You know, I've hit Legend multiple times over, and just landing in the park will generate a crowd. So I just go into the park and a crowd just is there waiting for you. Same with mascots. When you used to wear a mascot and you walked in the park, crowds are following you. We want to make that, we want to bring that back. If we saw a crowd while we were playing, we knew somebody was here. Like, oh, it's got to be somebody. Or they had a mascot or a legend. So, Little Sauce in the building. Might as well spend your time trying to figure out your build before trying to play. Yeah, that's a good thought. 2K16 crowd was OD, big facts. The neighborhoods were smaller as well, so that's something to consider. That neighborhoods were definitely smaller back then, and a lot easier to get into. I've literally never saw a crowd in 2K. Oh man, that sucks. Rob plays. That's what we want to bring back, that feeling again. We want to bring that back to 2K because that feeling was OD. Little Sauce just became a rookie. Appreciate you joining as a member. If you guys would like to join as a member and get a badge by your name like Little Sauce, all you got to do is type !join. The link will come up. You can become a member today and get a badge by your name. I got some issue with my payment. I'm back. Xbox is about to eat. That's what Light 'em Up. Light 'em Up said Xbox is about to eat. Oh my god. I don't know, man. I don't know. I tell you, everybody, I could say this, and I'm not saying this fact or cap. I could just tell you what I've heard, because I don't know nothing about the Xbox side of things. But I could tell you, for the folks that had both consoles, every single one have said that Xbox is easier. Like the player base on Xbox can't compete with the player base on PlayStation. But they said the randoms on Xbox are smarter than the randoms on PlayStation. That may just be because there's a lot more players on PlayStation. But Big Sauce, Little Sauce. What controller is your go-to, and wire or wireless? So for the best connection, you want to go wired, but it's just not go wired. You can't just plug in your controller and go wired. You need to put in your settings that you're wired. But I just use a standard controller. I'm not big on controllers like that. Xbox, get ready for your diet plan, baby. That was God Soldier. Nobody uses wired controllers. No. Actually, a lot of the sweats they wire in. He's not talking about a wire controller, but the best responsive time, ideally, and this is the theory, because they've run tests on this and they found out that wired versus non-wired for new gen, at least like on the PS5, you'll be able to maintain a good connection. via Bluetooth. So even without wire, you got a really good high stable connection. But some of the sweats believe that you should plug in wired and then put your settings to wired so that you could have the best responsive time. Blake with the 4.99 super chat. Appreciate that, Blake. He just said the carrying tab. He's just adding to his tab for getting carried. Frank Daniel in the building with a $5 super chat. Said, what up, All City, with a big W. Appreciate that, Frank Daniel. Salute to you, man. Appreciate the love. Keith Turner said, how would anybody know who's better on PlayStation or Xbox? Well, they're sharing their experience, is what I'm getting at. Their experience playing against these type of players, Xbox playing on Xbox against those players with or against, versus playing on PlayStation with or against the PlayStation community. Wired in gives you the best response and no input lag. And like I said, they've run tests on this. Although that's a theory that goes on through the 2K community, there have been tests that you guys could reference on the connection response time for wired versus non-wired. And from the last that I had seen, I don't know if there's been updates on this stuff, but the last that I had seen said that wireless, ironically, gives you a better connection than wired. So you guys will have to cross-reference that and find out for yourselves. But there's a huge theory in the community that you should plug in wired and then in your settings, set it to wired. So this week, we're still expecting season 1 and career news. Well, I know season 1 news. Season 1, that's all it says. It's season 1 when you look at the rollout schedule. Season 1. That's what I thought, especially when everybody's putting their attributes into defense. I'm finna be a playmaking slasher. A lot of people are going to be playmaking slashers. I think you're going to see a lot of playmaking slashers out there. There's a lot of options for playmaking this year. Yep. Plugging your controller, Ethernet cord, and monitor are all must-haves for me when I play 2K. And that's good. That's a good way to look at it. You know, I tried going to play on a TV. I tried going back to a TV after playing a couple years on a monitor, and I couldn't even last an hour. I had to switch it back ASAP. I said, no. The responsive time, which you don't probably notice initially going from TV to monitor, but try going back after a couple years, negative. I promise you, you will instantly switch it off. Like, that TV better get the hell out of here. Rise, them boys going with Rise. Are you streaming gameplay Friday, bro? Well, it's tough because I really don't think, at least Thursday night at midnight, I don't think we're gonna be able to get in. I will be live. I will be live here. Friday, I want to be able to get you guys that video on the difference in cost per build. And then I know it's going to be a busy day for me, so I intend to definitely go live and share the gameplay with you guys. $4.99 super chat from Kenneth Townsell said, can you tell me what equipment you use for YouTube? Your setup is dope. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, so where do I start? I have a Sony a6400 as my camera, so that's what you guys are seeing. Sony a6400. There's Electro Voice RE27D, if I'm not mistaken, the microphone. And then, you know, I got the compressor. What is it? The processor and the interface here. And then I use the KRK joint for my output. But that's pretty much it. You know, it's your mic and your camera. What do you mean unlock badges in animations? So that's Francisco. There was a question on whether or not these attribute boosts that you get, these permanent attribute boosts that you get from your affiliation. If you don't know, affiliations offer permanent attribute boosts. So depending on which affiliation you choose will determine which attributes get permanently boosted. So a lot of players were wondering if you can use those permanent attribute boosts to help unlock a badge level, or an animation. You know how animations are restricted, badge levels are restricted to certain attribute caps. So we were wondering if that boost could help with that. And we found out from Zach Zimmerman that they will not unlock. Oh, it's not here. I got to get it back up again. Let me get that back up again for y'all. They will not unlock that any badge levels or attribute boosts. Oh, I mean, badge levels or animations. I'll put it up for y'all right there. What this means, the reason why this is huge is because if they did unlock badges, badge levels, or animations, then folks were definitely going to create their builds with one less attribute or two less attributes so they could grind out the affiliation boost and use that boost to get their badges and animations. It was just a different way. Yeah, I got a BenQ. One of my monitors is a BenQ. Yep. Daniel Nelson says something interesting. Imagine sports games progressively getting worse year after year. Madden and 2K are folding. Well, you know, this is good. This is going to be a determining year because I share in that same sentiment. Uh, and hopefully there's a year where 2K could kind of step out of that rut along with other sports games or where they were going with other sports games and say, yo, we don't want to go that route. Hopefully they said, we don't want to go that route. And then, you know, folks can make a decision on whether or not they want to spend that money. If you give us a good product year in and year out, not a mediocre product, a good product, trust me, folks are going to be okay with spending. And I know the dev team in particular probably feels like, yeah, they do their best to give us a good product. If you guys don't know, we've been communicating and getting a lot of feedback from the devs, and we found out that they work really hard to deliver a good game. It's just the business side of 2K incorporates these microtransactions, these aggressive microtransactions. And it's unfortunate because the game has been a mediocre experience for say, at least the last 3 years. In 2K24, it looks like we're going to kind of get out of that rut, and maybe they are going to deliver something amazing from everything we've heard. If they execute it well, folks are just going to pay, man. And I don't think that's all too wrong. I hate that the prices keep going up, but I don't think it's all too wrong from a developer that gives you value for the dollar you're spending, not just a roster change. You know what I'm saying? A roster update. Nah. Call Me Dance with a $5 super chat said, reacted to most of your NBA 2K24 news videos. Definitely hope you get that 100K soon. Your content is my favorite. Salute to you, Dance. Thank you for giving that super chat and sharing your thoughts on it, man. Those words of encouragement go such a long way. Some of you guys you don't need to super chat. For some of you guys, you could just subscribe. Because I want to hit that 100K this year. And this year we have like a tangible reward in getting a plaque, YouTube plaque. That's going to be huge for me. It's going to be huge for us. And I'll be putting that joint, like I'll go live. I will go live and hold on a second because Siri is wilding. I will go live and we'll do a live of unboxing the plaque so you guys can see what it looks like. We'll go live and putting up the plaque and all that good stuff. I don't even know what's the process for getting the plaque. I don't know how you apply for it and give them the delivery address and all that good stuff. AC 100K easy. I hope. Let's keep our fingers crossed, man. You guys have the power to make or break that. It's Yah. And I never forget that. It's Yah. So I promote your stuff all the time. Definitely one of the realists in the community. Salute to you, Call Me Dance. Appreciate that, man. Earl Blaine, we don't need boosts to be good. Just make a good build. Take your time with the builder. Yeah. You know, a lot of people say that. And my thing is this, especially when you get into higher levels of competition. You don't need boosts to be good, but from my experience, you need boosts to be great. That's the messed up part. That's what I've noticed the most about 2K. So if you're just running the rec center, yeah, you should be all right. If you're a good player with a good build, you'd be all right. But when you start getting to the higher levels of competition, then it becomes elite player against elite player. And that's where boost is going to make a difference. You get what I mean to say? So if you get one elite team against another elite team, the team with the boost on is has a higher chance of winning, and it ain't gonna be just due to IQ. That's the messed up part, yeah. So that's what 2K has become, and I don't know. I don't know how I just don't like the idea. You don't need to keep up with the Joneses. He said, "Man, go spend 230 to 250 for a good 40-inch TV. You don't need to keep up with the Joneses." Uh, it's confirmed GTA 6 will be here 2025. Thanks for that info. I'm definitely hyped for 2K 26. Remove Boost. I would love to see that. Tyrone Turner said, Boost is steroids. Cut it out. Yeah, facts. Yeah, that's how, it sucks, but that's just how it is on 2K. Like the homie said, you could be good. I think, Brutal Sim went a lot of time on 2K23 with no boost. And he shared his thoughts on it. And that's everything that I mentioned to you is what he had noticed as well. You can play good, you could be all right, but 2K puts you at a disadvantage. There's certain instances where you would have hit that shot with boost, or you would have finished that drive if you had boost. You would have got that steal if you had boost. So it's funny how current gen thinks it's something. I play without boost and I do good, but I always play with randoms. Yeah, see, yeah. If I want to juice, I can juice. Yeah, exactly. Tell him again, Blake. Yep. Damn near everybody else is. Just got in a little recap. Uncle Biz. So the recap is a lot of players. A quick recap for the folks that just tuned in. A lot of players in the community were wondering if affiliation boosts will help you get badges, badge levels, and animations, as animations, badges, and badge levels are like tied to an attribute number. So they were wondering if they could use the affiliation permanent attribute boost to their respective affiliation, whether it's Rise or Elite. They were wondering if they could use those particular boosts to get them to the attribute, the animation threshold or the badge level threshold. So Zach Timmerman came out and released this tweet saying, attribute boosts from affiliation rep do not contribute towards animation or badge requirements. So he cleared that up. There's still one other question that needs to be answered, and I asked it to him, but he hasn't responded. There's one other question that needs answering, and that's whether or not these permanent attribute boosts that you get from your affiliation, will they apply in rec or pro-am, or are these permanent attribute boosts just for park? So that's pretty much the recap right there. It's a big question. We need answers. It'll determine. We know we can't make builds with one less attribute because they're not gonna help you get those animations or unlock badges. So that's out of the question now. So now folks are gonna have to make the builds how they intend to make their build without any crutch of affiliation boosts. Next thing is if these boosts are even applied in different game modes. So you don't got to be broke to be on last gen. Yeah, no, I don't think that either. I will say that it looks like, depending on how they execute 2K24 new gen, it looks like the wave starts this year. So you're gonna see a lot of folks switching over. If they execute well, ooh, it's over for current gen if they execute well. That's my theory. I gotta go back and look at all the badges connected to pass accuracy other than bailout. I might be going with the 92. Interesting. That 4K 300 TV you're talking about, dope TVs. I just wanted some for both console and PC. Nice, nice. You won't need boost if you have a solid jumper, considering 2K has added stability grade when creating your jumper. And I think we're thinking about like our particular play styles. Oftentimes, you know where boost comes into effect? When you're playing a goaded team that doesn't give you no space to shoot, and you only got that slight, tiny window of opportunity to shoot. A lot of us in here don't even get to experience that type of defense. But if you increase your levels of competition, you'll see that type of defense damn near every game. There's only a tiny window of opportunity to shoot. Nobody collapses into the paint for a rebound. You're never gonna get that option to shoot. You know what I mean? Like that free open shot. And those are the elite levels. That's how it's played, where one mistake is a make or break, where you're trading buckets the whole game, and it just comes down to just one mistake for the whole game, and somebody's bound to make it. Underrated reply guy in the building. Did I hear you say you were thinking about doing a workout channel? I am, Blake. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a workout channel. I got to see how 2K24 rolls out. If they execute well, 2K24 is going to keep me hella busy, so I don't know if I have room for a workout channel. But if it dies down like it has for the last 3 years, then I'll definitely consider a workout channel. I got a lot of things I need to tighten up myself, so I want to get those things tightened up too, in regards to working out. So, all of that comes into play whether or not I make the channel or not. It'll be mainly me and All City Don. If you guys don't know, Don has been going crazy. So, yeah, we'll be talking about some stuff. Imagine if affiliations changed boosts every season. That's interesting, Zeus. I don't think folks considered that. That might be a good thing to consider. That you should put that. Uncle Demi sent out a tweet. Go to Uncle Demi's Twitter, and he sent out a tweet asking for feedback. You should probably put that in there. That's actually a great idea if we never know what boost the affiliation is going to get. That's dope. That'll help balance things out, because it's hella imbalanced right now. Right now, it's heavily in favor of elite, and those are high numbers, like drastic difference. But if they consistently switch boosts, then folks won't know. Last gen holding on for dear life to stay relevant. It's crazy. Yeah, they should. Well, it is the year though. Oh, city strength, Sparrow Black. The communication has slowed down. It seems that they are adjusting it behind the scenes before coming back to us. Also, I don't think they should follow into rec and pro-am as they are designed to be comp. I get that. You're talking about the affiliation boost, official Bluey. I get that. Yeah. I wouldn't, ideally, if I had to guess, I don't think they're going to go into rec or pro and those boosts. I don't think they are either. That is the best suggestion I've heard too, Certified Ghost. That is a freaking really good suggestion. Deity2K with a $4.99 super chat said, definitely found inspiration watching you grow the channel over the years. I'm starting my YouTube journey now. Just know if we cross paths, it's all smoke and I'm all for it. Go ahead and get a clip for your YouTube channel, man. That's what this is about, man. We need to bring this stuff back, especially for the new and upcoming creators. I love it. I love it. So yeah, bring it out. And if we could help grow your channel, considering you're a solid dude, and I'm able to see that your folks out there are solid, we do what we can to help out there, man. By the way, in our Discord, there is a space for folks to share their content, so you guys are welcome to do that. And if you rank up higher enough to like the elite level, you can share your content within the general chat to get more eyes on it. So we really do our best to help out new and upcoming creators, and not to mention all the VIPs we got, from Joe Knows to Badge Plug to, man, you name it, man. Jay Easy, Brew in our Discord, 2K Lab, One Red Mike. Oh my God, the list goes on and on. Jack Bill, Swante. Ah man, so many VIPs in our Discord. You guys could join as well. All you got to do is type !Discord, and the link will pop up. I got a local supplement guy on speed dial that used to be corporate, but went on his own. So if and when you start the other channel, plug me in and I'll have you. I appreciate that. Salute to Blake. Thank you, Blake. Yeah, that's definitely interesting. You the God body, all city. Keep this thing flowing. You keep it 100, and we appreciate you. Salute to you, Rock. for saying that, man. Yeah, we definitely gonna keep this thing going. It is what it is. It's easy. It's easy to do this when you're just yourself, man. We have some of the All City team that's coming up this year. They're getting into content creation this year. You're gonna see me doing my best to help them grow their respective platforms. But one of the things that I say to them is, yo, the best thing to do is be yourself, bro. Otherwise, if you can't do it as yourself, trust me, this YouTube stuff is a dog and it'll chew you up and spit you out. So be yourself so that way you could play the long game and you won't be stuck trying to maintain a facade. You get what I'm saying? Because that facade weighs on you. If you're trying to be a character or a personality, it ends up weighing on you. So times like this, when you're tired and you don't necessarily want to stream, if you're yourself, then you could just hit stream and the community knows you for you. You get what I mean to say? So it becomes a lot easier. And what's the joy in you don't want this thing to become work, because what's the joy in doing something like content creation if it's just like any other job? You get what I'm saying? So Prince Ron said, "What is the purple thing on your controller?" Those are called control freaks. Ooh, damn! I got like a kink in my neck. So this thing here is called the control freak, not control feet. Control freak. And what they do is, one, they add like height. You see that difference? So what the hell is it called? Damn, I forgot what the thing is called. I mainly got it for Call of Duty gameplay, just so you know. But it's so that you have more precise movement in your like aiming. You get what I mean to say? So I just leave it on now for 2K. But because I got used to it. I just leave it on. It's way more comfortable. But yeah, look at Control Freaks. They have a bunch of different variations of this thing. I don't see the main use for it in 2K. I don't see it as being a huge use, but definitely for shooting games, it helps a lot. At least it helped me a lot. Oh, City, could you please speak briefly on the smile technology? Okay, yeah, I definitely speak. Brief. This is just brief, though, y'all. Brief, so that y'all know, because just like this control freak, behind this plate right here, and hopefully you guys take this in, is this probably, if not the most important 2K news you guys are gonna hear for 2K24. A lot of times you see me streaming and you see me with a straight face. You're gonna see this in 2K24. You're gonna see me greening and I can't smile. Well, behind this plate right here, Ronnie 2K and a lot of other folks got smile-o-meters. And I know it sounds crazy. I get it. But there's a smile-o-meter right behind. Don't go breaking your controllers. It's there. You can't do nothing about it. If you smile too hard for greening that shot or dunking on somebody, all your sliders go downhill. So straight face gang. If you find yourself happy after you hit a green, you think, oh, smiling and all that stuff, remind yourself, straight face gang. Just make a mental note, post it or something. Straight face gang. So this way you could keep all your attributes and your sliders up high. 2K really, at least over the last 3 years, they really dislike seeing folks happy playing the game. It's almost like your sliders went up when you were miserable. So straight face gang. Man, I'm trolling because I need folks to get to know me. They don't know that a lot of folks can't tell when I'm trolling or when I'm telling the truth. So I needed to keep a straight face there so you can see the extent of my troll. And a lot of times it's long-winded to the point that folks will clip me and try to share it on Twitter. You get what I mean? So I'm like, go ahead and clip me and share it on Twitter. What do you think it's finna do to me, B? The good folks know who I am. They know that the troll is a long-winded sort of thing, B. The facts that you said it with a straight face, Irene said that. Oh, man. Much love to y'all for even letting me get that out there. Salute to the homie who asked about it as well. All City playing 2K with his feet. Big facts, B. You cause a lot of broken controllers. You didn't even know it. Big facts, right? That's why I'm like, don't go breaking your controllers. They're like, hell nah, Ronnie 2K ain't got no smile meter on my controller. Hell nah. A lot of y'all was scared as, well, scared as crap, excuse me. A lot of y'all was scared as crap because you know you done said some crazy stuff with that controller right beside you. So I know a lot of y'all like, oh, hell no, I'm breaking this joint. This joint going out the window. Oh, man. He said you need a TV show, B. Hopefully, man. Hopefully we make it, things like this. Don't get me wrong, it's never too far from my mind. Always open to opportunities, but we want to make sure that the All City team comes with us on this journey. For the folks that are actually committed to this content creation and live stream type of stuff, hopefully, we'll keep we'll stay success conscious is what I mean to say. Wherever this journey takes us, it takes us. Hopefully you guys share with us or share this journey with us. I love when you troll like that. One Shot King, you already know the vibes. We out here. Salute to One Shot King. Electro Voice RE27ND is the microphone. 4.99 super chat from King Breezy, baby. He said, will you suggest streaming YouTube or Twitch first? All right, so here's the deal, y'all. I'm gonna break this down for y'all. Trolling is real. I'm gonna break this down for y'all because a lot of people ask this question. Where do you stream at? Should you stream on YouTube? Should you stream on Twitch? And I want to give you the general idea of what streaming is supposed to mean. You're going to see some of your large creators. If you have a favorite creator that live streams, some of the larger creators, there was a lot of back-end work that you may not pay attention to. Live streaming, to help give you guys a general idea of what live streaming is supposed to be. Live streaming is supposed to be a place where you create an intimate environment between you and the viewers, you and your following. So whenever someone asks me about live streaming, I say create content, homie, or whatever that content is. It doesn't need to be on YouTube. It could be Twitter content. But the idea of live streaming is to bring your following to your platform on whatever platform you're on. So if you have a following created, then you could bring them to either YouTube or Twitch and gain some success. You got to navigate traffic there, but you need a following to get that traffic navigated to your live stream. If you don't have anybody to traffic or navigate, then you're missing that key component. One thing I will say between YouTube and Twitch is that Twitch lacks discoverability. And what I mean by that is that YouTube has these mechanics that help viewers find you, where Twitch doesn't have the same mechanics as YouTube has. And so if I was to decide, I say definitely go on YouTube, but for very different reasons. It's not just the idea of live streaming on YouTube and just hitting live, because your following is going to take long to grow. And you don't want to spend a couple years live streaming like I did with very slow growth. If you really want a following, start making content, whatever that content is, whether it's YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and you're just posting Twitter posts. Create a following, then bring it to your live stream. That's the best answer I got for y'all. Hopefully that wasn't too much for y'all. What up, Toonie? Frank Daniel say you can actually live stream straight from your PS5. Big facts. So if you already have a following on Facebook per se, stay there first to generate views. No, that's not what I'm saying. If you have a following on Facebook, then what you're going to do is, because creators are marketers, producers, they got to wear so many hats, entertainers. So if you have a following on any respective platform, the next step is getting the proper marketing to your following to navigate the traffic to your live stream. So you could consider live streaming on Facebook to make it easier for your following, or you can consider a different platform, but make sure that you give them the opportunity to find you on your live streaming platform, which means marketing material, sharing links, letting people know that this is where you live stream. If you want to connect with me, come on over to Twitch. If you want to connect with me, come on over to YouTube. you know, and it's marketing yourself in that way. Hey, you already got it. Timothy said, free game. Thanks, big dog. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've been doing this for a long time, y'all. And this is a year where we're trying to take it up a notch. So you're going to see me doing some stuff as well. But when it comes to, like the homie said, free game or advice, I'm always open to share it because this joint is like creating is no joke. So like, I was just talking about this with the All City team. Creating content is no joke. And you it's a lot. So, any knowledge that you gain from me or advice you gain from another creator, it's only a small portion of what it takes to be a creator. Only a small portion. It's a long game, and you got to be prepared and ready for that long game. Appreciate that. The boring life of faith. Mad happy I get to either run with or against y'all. Excited about crossplay if it works out good. Me too, who is the general. It is going to be exciting because I get to get on the other side of things. I get to play with Xbox players. What's this about badges? Anthony Arnold. I'll just share it. I'll pull up the image, Anthony Arnold, so you can get an idea of what we're talking about. That's exactly what we're talking about right there. Bro just dropped the gem. Amazing stuff. Thank you. I appreciate that, RAD. You already know the vibes, man. I hate to see because there's a misconception. There's just a misconception, bro. There's just facts. And everybody ends up having to waste months of their life because there's this misconception about streaming going around and spreading like wildfire. Unless you want to waste months of your life, you'll just hit that button and go live consistently and watch that your joint just grows. And it may be satisfactory for you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not discrediting the fact that it may be satisfactory or prove to be satisfactory. But you have so much more potential if you create a following and then bring that following to your live stream, as opposed to trying to create a following through live streaming. It's such a slow, long process to attempt to create a following through live stream. And I got to add one more layer on top of this. And the beauty about everything, the overarching aspect about everything is that anything is possible. So take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, because if you're some crazy type of entertainer or you do something crazy wild, which I don't recommend, but if you're just one of those X factors, you could definitely get a following through live streaming. But if you're like your average Joe, something similar to me, just your average Joe, ain't nothing super special, you're just an average regular old Joe, then your experience is probably going to be a more long-term experience, a long game type of experience if you're trying to create a following through live stream. Not gonna lie, I was excited like a month when Brutal City first became a thing. Yes, and Brutal City should be coming back. I'll say it should be coming back for 2K24, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. And we're gonna see a lot more of the All City team making things happen as well. So you're gonna see different All City members splashing onto the scene. Which capture card do you recommend? The Elgato capture card, HD60. I got the HD60 Plus and the HD60X. HD60S and HD60X. Anthony Arnold says City, Brute, and Jack Bill always keep it 100. Salute to all of the homies. Brute, Jack Bill just joined our Discord, by the way, and me and Jack Bill are in conversation. Hopefully we can make something happen. Yeah, good people, man. Just good people. City, I think I read that. I bought a PS5 just to run with All City for 2K24 and low mo. Looking forward to that, man. Looking forward to that. Definitely come on out. Y'all don't be hesitant to come on out, man. Don't be hesitant to come on out. If you see me in the Discord, you see me in the party, come through, say what up, show love. Don't be disrespectful, because if I don't chop your head off, somebody else finna chop your head off. Just maintain respect like what you see here in this live stream, and we good money. What up, City? What's good, homie? What up? You know, that type of stuff. All love. J Easy, word. Let me hear more about this workout channel, bro. Well, it's nothing set in stone yet, so I can't really talk about. I don't know what approach I would take. I haven't done research on it. There's a lot that I gotta consider. If I consider a workout channel, I would have to do my research before I take on a venture like that. So what I try to do is take things that I do on a normal day-to-day basis. This is my concept. It's just if I do it on a normal day-to-day basis, then I think why not make money off of it? Or why not help create a following off of it? Or why not try to help people off of it? So if I'm doing things like working out on a day-to-day basis, why not try to make something happen with that is my thought process. Just like with 2K. I would have never been a YouTuber for 2K. When they first told me about it, I said, oh, hell no, I don't even like to talk. So I tried my hand on it. And just like prior to the 2K channel, I had a graphic design channel, and that's what I was doing, giving graphic design tutorials. But I had spent a good amount of time playing 2K. I said, well, why not live stream it? Why not make videos on it? And that's how that came about. And now I'm just going to transfer that to other aspects in my life. If I work out, if I eat right, things like that, why not make a channel off of it? You never know what could come of it. So everyone, people's biggest struggle. Yeah, facts. Diet is a lot of folks' biggest struggle. Diet is a lot of folks' biggest struggle. I was doing a no money spent on first build, but I'm gonna get a $15 gift card from Speedway that I can get with my points. Go crazy, Dykeman City. Would love to give suggestions for your workouts as you progress. Don't overthink it. Definitely not intending to overthink it, but this thing is a business when you pursue another channel. So, and that's how I approach it. So, I would want to do my research. I would want to find the best ways to approach that makes it a lot easier to digest in regards to information and stuff like that. So, before I get into it, I'd have to do my own research. And that's what I do for every channel that I start. I'm making a killing on OnlyFans. Yeah, Dandada, go check out Dandada's OnlyFans. His OnlyFans is called BX Gucci the Don. So you can go check him out on OnlyFans. He's going crazy on OnlyFans right now. Salute to Don Dada, BX Gucci Don. People also forget how hard it is to break a bad routine pattern. Definitely. All City Gains. Hey, that's dope. Smile like a born in here with all these positive goals. Salute to Chef. How much time we got in here? We're already on. Damn, time flew by. That is my cue. Yeah. 1.5 hours in. You already know the vibes. I was already about to put my mic back. I loved all the positive vibes in here. We'll keep this thing going. Every stream, you already know the vibes. Countdown to 2K24. I am super excited. Fingers crossed that they execute well. If we get any additional information about 2K, we might consider just going live again or dropping a video on it. So y'all be sure to keep it locked. Y'all can help us get to 100K by subscribing today. Wishing y'all all a safe and blessed rest of your night. Wishing y'all an even better rest of your week. Catch you guys on the next video or live stream. Easy, y'all.